Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver.
Yeah.
Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. Look at the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. Return starts at the 3.
Broncos. What happened? I thought you said something, y'all.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shit.
That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Give to Williams from the gun. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Nix from the gun.
Pick one straight. Come on, man.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
That finds Vele complete.
Yep.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing
It's
yards,
4th and 6
any
behind
defensive
them.
coordinator will take it.
50, and he going for
Down in distance and keeping that
56.
offense short of the
I
sticks.
just want to remember.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6.
Every time I ain't got to follow the rules.
Kick the running
and
back
shit.
in motion.
And he got that.
He's got it to his running back.
I knew that shit.
And he's down. Looks like they made the
gotta
stop at
remember.
the 46-yard line.
What the?
It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It
I
keeps this
played the
drive
line
moving.
right there.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Take that shit.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to charge it loose. Incomplete.
Poor nigga forget.
I think if you look
when I
up
do
in
it.
phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Oh, I'm not about to tell. Look, this nigga not about to beat me.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's not able to get much, but does have it across the 45. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Damn, and he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop the hips right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix.
I saw that shit.
Finds him over the middle.
I saw that shit.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down.
So that shit a mile away.
And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
Oh, let's go quick, too.
First and 10 now from the 30.
No abilities on this line. He should have a field day with this one. Huh?
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, my God.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
I like this matchup.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to push one deep down the right. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish up their opening drive. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Lions start off well to tie things 7-7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
I saw this play before. What the fuck is this?
2nd and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this.
Fuck, I should have.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll be facing 4th down.
Come on, son.
Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll throw again. Nix. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and
go
coming and bearing
right
down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Pick that shit.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators.
This
1
nigga off the chain, huh?
2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
I don't know. I don't
Third down
never
pass
want to get
didn't
nothing.
work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Running back sent in motion. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first.
Well,
this doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Gibbs goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Okay, goes in.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All right, nigga.
So now, here's third and goal.
In a good spot right there.
They'll run. It's Gibbs. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Well, this defense has risen to the occasion. And now, Kate, they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
He got the ball first. Let me take the ball. I got the ball.
On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Lions working here. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Nix.
Come on. Oh, shit. Oh. Damn.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
That's why. Oh, that nigga had too much time, son.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's complete to Vele. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Came from the line with Barnwell and check him out.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm gonna go get it myself. Get down.
Here's Nix to throw.
Hold it to the double team. Yeah. Wow.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Huh?
How many times
Nigga, the nigga was standing away from the wall. Nigga come back that bitch.
Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
That bitch out of nigga hand.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
About that time, I'm gonna run first. Then we getting up out of there. We're gonna fork it out. Let's see. Pull this stretch.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Right here. Oh,
they
that
go
nigga
play
got the
action on
football.
first. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Play action on first down. Flush down now to his left. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And this one doesn't go far.
Right.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
That nigga kneeling.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half.
First down, not the second.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away.
Don't touch that shit.
Returnable from the 1.
Oh, my God.
And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
That was wild. Let's have him get the field goal since I get the ball back. That was when it was 7 to 10 to 7.
Man in motion here. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They send a tight end in motion. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of the buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Right to the left.
Coming right is Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Holy shit.
In the heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I threw it too late.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They send a receiver in motion right. Throwing on first down, Nix. Buys time, rolling right.
Get up, thank you.
They get it right back. That's
Right there.
intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw.
Right there.
And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Straight ahead with Gibbs.
Damn.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Oh, yeah, I use that, too.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
You just gotta get outside. Go.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
Oh, come on.
He fires one deep down the left sideline. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
That nigga not getting off the block, huh?
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's on the move. Finds a man right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete out to the right. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Oh, my God.
Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Throwing here, Nix. It is caught left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Scared the blitz.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 47. It's taken in by Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Nix from the gun.
Oh, shit.
Sheds off a rusher. That's cut at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Nix.
Right there. Right there.
He has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a 4-point game here in the 4th. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
That's off the onside.
So we're down to a 3-point game, and now gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal.
Oh.
And no luck, the Lions there to recover.
Looks like he bobbled that thing.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now a give
Gotta
left
burn
side.
him, though.
And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who could take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They give to Gibbs on the option. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. just short on third down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on fourth?
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
4th and 3. Oh my God!
Place to go.
Oh
They
my
get him to the turf and
God!
force
The
a
RPO
turnover
wide
on
open,
down.
and got sacked.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Which one? Oh, that's in there.
Putting the tight end in motion. Nix with it on first.
Come on, get off that block, son.
That one's complete, right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
How the fuck is they
And that
blocking
one goes for a
Hutchinson
gain of
like
11.
that, son?
And the Broncos will have a
That
first
nigga ain't
down.
got nothing. No.
That is what elite offenses are
That
all
nigga ain't
about.
got
Why
one
worry
sack,
about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
This nigga wasting time. Like, he
That
scored.
brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trail by a field goal.
Right, yeah.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Oh, Hutchinson, I need you right here, buddy.
He's back to throw.
Oh,
He has the first over the middle.
wow.
He'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Pick up
That's
5 on that play.
pick, son.
And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find
That
there to
shit
continue
should've
the
been
series.
picked, son.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground with Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Williams.
Come on, man. Wow.
And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game. Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal.
Got a score. Oh, got him.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
Get up.
The Lions pick it up. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway.
That's just 2 points in. Yep. Field goal. Yep.
Back for two to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown.
Put that bitch
Let's
in
call
mine.
those, Kate, some growing pains for this rookie kicker. All these kickers making the jump from college to the NFL, they got to adjust to a much longer kick. And you know what else they've got to adjust to? The speed and the athleticism of those defenders to block that kick. Let's call this a hard lesson learned.
And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Fuck, I never got time for one. It just gotta be quick.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
I don't know where I'm going with this bitch. Right.
Back to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete.
Get on.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
45 yards.
One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short
62
little
yards,
gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All I'm gonna do is try. What that wind blowing?
So it's all coming down to a try for Chase
with me
McLaughlin. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Oh.
One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out.
With the wind? I think I got this bitch. I ain't worried about that though.
Now it all comes down to the veteran confidently marching out for this moment. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. He didn't get enough into it. Oh, it just comes down shy of the crossbar. So to the side of me, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for